Hello, Antra. This is day 48 of the 90-day challenge. This afternoon, I was working on getting my domain set up um, with my funnel, web page funnel. Reason being is I thought I had it all good to go last week, but as I digged in a little bit deeper, it wasn't ready to roll at all. So I just got to a point where I was like, all right, I'm just gonna email my guy, ask him what's up, and leave it from there. Leave it from there, and figured, oh, in the meantime, I can do something else. So it had been, I don't know, like since 4th of July, since I had a post up on my Facebook group. So I needed to get serious with that again. And I decided, oh, I got a picture of a symptom, we'll call it right now, of what happens when a certain type of grass doesn't cooperate. So in this case, it happens to be what's known as annual bluegrass. The scientific name for it is Poa annua. Hence the name annua, annual. It grows once a year, gives off its seed, and then it just dies at the end of the year. Well, it's so resilient under certain conditions, especially where I live here in the Pacific Northwest, that it will just thrive because of how much rain we generally get. When you add proper irrigation and then the fertility that it requires, and it'll just take over. So a lot of golf courses don't like this grass for one particular reason or another. What I decided to do is add that subject as some material for my group. What happens is that when it thrives under these conditions, it's no longer annual. It'll go from one year to the next, become perennial, which is known as Poa annual variety reptans. So what this happens is each year that goes by, it becomes more resilient to what it generally doesn't do well with, which is in the wintertime, it doesn't get the chlorophyll it needs to grow well. That's just grass in general. In the wintertime, it just doesn't get it, hence how it goes dormant. And then in the summertime, this Poa annua, annual bluegrass, a common name, will not do well under heat conditions. So it's really not drought resistant at all. But these Poa annual variety reptans, each year that goes by, it gets stronger, more resilient as the years do go by. So I had taken a picture of one of my greens at the golf course that had this situation where you'd have spots of dry areas. Well, Poa annua's got a growth habit that's bunch type. Other grasses they grow rhizomatous or stoloniferous, but in this case it's bunch type. So you have these clusters around the green, which is a easy indicator to show that that's a newer variety, a younger variety of that type of grass. So when you look around it, it's an older variety which is doing much better to these drought conditions. So I figured I'd share a little tidbit about grass there. I hope I didn't put you to sleep, but just a kind of an idea of what I do for a living and the kind of stuff that I work with and enjoy. So for what it's worth, thought I would share that, and hopefully I get my email back tomorrow about my situation with my domain setup, which I have no doubt that I will. But I'll get it figured out one way or another. So for the meantime, throw that out there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow on the 49th. All right, guys, we'll talk to you then. Bye.